In last lecture I told you about standard electrode potential. So what was standard electrode potential? Standard electrode potential is the electrode potential of an electrode when the concentration of the ion in solution is 1 mole per liter and temperature is 298 Kelvin, and in case of gases the 1 atmospheric pressure of each gas is maintained. So the standard electrode potential is measured with the help of a reference electrode. So what is a reference electrode? A reference electrode is the one which has accurately known electrode potential at 298 Kelvin and is used to find the single electrode potential of other electrode. So here I am telling you about the how is the standard electrode potential is determined with the help of using standard hydrogen electrode. So this is the pictorial representation of a standard electrode. This is the pictorial representation of a standard electron when we are using to determine the standard electrode potential of zinc electrode. This is a zinc electrode. I had written here. This is the zinc electrode dipped in its solution of 1 molar concentration, dipped in the solution of its ions. Its in ionic state it is present as zinc 2 positive. So solution of zinc sulfate is made of 1 molar concentration, and in zinc sulfate zinc exists as zinc 2 positive plus sulfate 2 negative. So we are concerned with the concentration of the zinc ions, and it is maintained at 1 molar. So this electrode is dipped in this solution, and in other container the reference electrode is taken, and the reference electrode here is the standard hydrogen electrode, in which hydrogen gas is pumped in at 1 atmospheric pressure. Because we are talking about the standard electrode potential, so we are pumping in the hydrogen gas at 1 atmospheric pressure, and solution of its ions are in the solution of its ions, and the ions are H positive, 1 molar concentration of H positive. To make the H positive solution we have taken the HCl, that is hydrogen chloride, at 1 molar. So we are pumping in hydrogen gas into its ions, and further they are mutually both are connected with the salt bridge. So basically this is the electrochemical cell, in which one electrode is zinc and other electrode is standard hydrogen electrode. And so in order to determine the standard electrode potential of an electrode, the electrode in standard condition is connected to standard hydrogen electrode. So standard condition means the temperature and concentration is fixed and pressure is also fixed. If the electrode from the negative terminal of the cell is allotted negative value of the electrode potential, and if it form the positive terminal of the cell, it is allotted a positive value of the electrode potential. So when we connected these two container with the help of external circuit, we found that there is the oxidation of zinc, that is the loss of zinc is losing its electron and converting into zinc 2 positive ion. That is, this electrode this metal electrode or this rod is getting dissolved in the solution of this solution. So we assign it as the negative terminal, or we may call it as the anode. We assign it as anode only after connecting the circuit. Why? Because after connecting the circuit with the standard hydrogen electrode, we came to know that whether oxidation is taking place at this electrode or reduction is taking place at this electrode. So when we connected this electrode with the standard hydrogen electrode, there was the oxidation. Oxidation means the loss of electrons. So it was the simple standard hydrogen electrode, and it is the zinc electrode. So the direction of flow of conventional current in the external circuit is also noticed with the help of this galvanometer. So this helps us to know the positive and negative terminal of the cell, because conventional current in the external circuit flows from the positive terminal to the negative terminal. Now the direction of the flow of electron is opposite to that of the conventional current. Since electron flow in external circuit occur from anode to cathode, it helps us to mark the anode and cathode electrodes of the cell. So E naught of the cell is calculated by the following equation. E naught of cell is equal to E naught of cathode minus E naught is the standard electrode potential and standard electrode potential of the anode. So there is the standard electrode potential of a electrochemical cell. Further, there is a standard electrode potential of the individual cathode and anode which forms the electrochemical cell. So the standard electrode potential is not only confined to the electrochemical cell, the standard electrode potential is also confined to the cathode and anode of that particular electrochemical cell. So measurement of the electrode potential of zinc electrode is done by the, in order to find out the standard electrode potential of zinc electrode, it is dipped in 1 molar solution of zinc 2 positive ions connected to standard hydrogen electrode. The voltmeter reading shows that potential difference E naught of, what value comes here, potential difference, the value of this E naught comes to be, with the help of voltmeter, that is 0.76 volts. Unit is the volts. The electron flow is found to be from zinc electrode to standard hydrogen electron. From this it follows that zinc acts as the anode and standard hydrogen electrode acts as the cathode. The cell may be represented as platinum hydrogen gas at 1 atmospheric pressure, H positive, concentration of H positive is 1 molar. Here H2 was the gas and we expressed it as the atmospheric pressure, and H positive as in the solution as 1 molar. Further, zinc 2, this parallel line indicates the salt bridge. So zinc 2 positive 1 molar. Further, this is zinc. So E naught of the cell comes to be potential difference, that is 0.76 volt. Further, E naught of the cell is calculated by this formula. So putting the value of these, we may write here E naught H positive over half H2 minus E naught of zinc 2 positive over zinc, which is equal to 0.76. So E naught of the cell can be written here as 0.76. So by convention we take the E naught value of a reference electrode, whether it's a standard hydrogen electrode or calomel electrode or quinhydron electrode, its value is 0. So it is 0 minus E naught of zinc 2 positive oblique zinc is equal to 0.76, and further E naught of zinc 2 positive oblique zinc is equal to minus 0.76 volt. So this is how the value, standard electrode potential value of a particular electrode is calculated with the help of this reference electrode. So you can try yourself how to calculate the electrode potential of copper electrode, that is copper 2 positive copper electrode. So after knowing the value, you can assign the positive and negative terminal and cathode and anode designation to the particular electrodes. So next is the electrochemical series. So next is the electrochemical series, and if you want to know the electrochemical series, let me tell you in the book. So what is the electrochemical series? In each book you will find this kind of table in the electrochemistry chapter. Here it is written as standard reduction electrode potential at 298 Kelvin, and here are different elements are written. On the top it is fluorine F2 oblique F negative, fluorine oblique fluoride. Here CO3 positive oblique CO2 positive means cobalt 3 positive oblique cobalt 2 positive, and here in front of each element there are written their respective reduction reaction. Reduction means the gain of the electron. So fluorine is gaining 2 electrons and converting itself into the 2 fluoride anion, aqueous anions, and its E naught value also given in its front, that is standard electrode potential, and standard electrode potential of fluorine is 2.87 volts. Further, there is written weakest reducing agent and strongest reducing agent. And you will if you will go through downward in this table, you will find here that there is the reduction. This bromine is converting into the bromide anion. This mercury Hg2 positive is getting converted into Hg2 2 positive. Mercurous to mercuric. Further, the silver Ag positive is getting reduced into Ag. Fe3 positive, that is ferrous, is ferric is converting into ferrous anion. Iodine is converting into iodide. Copper 2 positive is getting reduced into copper. Copper 2 positive AgCl Cu 2 positive AgBr Ag. So all are these are the reduction reactions. Further, if you come to this point, there is hydrogen, which is proton. It is getting converted into hydrogen molecule. Further, ferric is getting reduced into iron. Pb2 positive into Pb. All these are the reduction reactions. So standard reduction potential. So it means that these are the reduction potential of the these numerical values are the reduction potential of all these elements. So if you see that cobalt 2 positive is getting converted into cobalt, and its reduction potential is here, that is minus 0.28 volts. In case of hydrogen, the reduction potential of hydrogen is 0.00 volt. In case of this silver Ag positive, reduction potential of the silver Ag positive to silver is given in front of it, and it is 0.85. So these are the above this black line, these are the positive values, and downward this black line, these are the negative values. So it means that if you will reduce these elements above this black strip, they will there will be a positive reduction potential, so they will be easily reduced as compared to elements present below this black strip. And on this black strip hydrogen is present, so its value of the reduction potential is 0. That is, it means it neither shows any positive or negative response toward the reduction potential, so it gives the 0 value. So these are the elements, and in front of it there are the different reactions, so how they are reduced. So this is the, and something is written there: weakest reducing agent, strongest oxidizing agent, weakest oxidizing agent, and strongest reducing agent. And on the last element in this row, this column is most down present in the corner is lithium ion. This lithium ion, when reduced, it form the lithium atom, and value for this reduction potential is minus 3.05. So what does we come to know that standard reduction potential of the lithium is very less, so it is very much very less interested in getting reduced. So if you will see the fluorine is the highly electronegative element in the periodic table, so it has highest electronegativity, and it always try to acquire the electron. So this can also be seen from its the reduction potential value, because it easily getting reduced, whereas lithium is the electropositive element, and it is rather it is interested in the losing the electron, so its reduction potential is very much negative. Highest negative value of the reduction potential of is lithium. So it is the, if you will take the don't get confused that these four things, strongest, weakest, or weakest, strongest. You just remember one thing, that on the top of the electrochemical series is the strongest oxidizing agent. What is oxidizing agent? Oxidizing agent is that chemical species which get reduced. So this fluorine is getting reduced, so it is the strongest oxidizing agent, or it is very much interested in getting reduced, whereas this is the, and last element in this series is the lithium, so it is opposite to the fluorine. So you just remember the one thing, that on the top of the series is the strongest oxidizing agent. Everything else you can correlate with this thing, or you can remember only this and you will correlate everything in this electrochemical series with this value of weakest oxidizing agent. So this is the electrochemical series. So what are the various information we get from the electrochemical series, that I will tell you in the next lecture.